Hey guys, welcome to the Sports Desk. I'm Kyle Fisher. The football team started their final home stretch of the season with a game at the Link against Miami of Ohio. Now this was a pivotal matchup. The Owls have to win out to contend for the MAC championship, and they tried to stop the bleeding after dropping their last two games. Redshirt sophomore quarterback Chris Coyer got his first start of his career, and it was a close one throughout. Through the season, it seemed that the Owls defense either was untouchable or broke down, but in this one there was bend, no break. Coyer ran the ball for over 90 yards, and Matt Brown was able to run the ball well with over 100 yards of his own. Bernard Pierce did not play in this one. Your final in the game, Owls 24, the Bobcats 21. And this weekend, the men's soccer team faced off against the LaSalle Explorers, finished them off 1-0, and headed into their matchup against Fordham. This one was a high-intensity matchup from the beginning. The teams had a combined 30 fouls, and that included 6 yellow cards. Now, they went into double overtime, and Fordham's John McHugh was able to score the winning goal in the 106th minute against Temple's Bobby Rosado, who came away with a career high of 14 saves. Despite the loss, Temple has earned the 4th seed in this weekend's A-10 championship. Now, the women's field hockey team has qualified for the A-10 tournament, and after a first-round victory against UMass, it was time to take on Richmond in the finals. And the trophies were on hand for the victor in this one. Temple found themselves down 1-0 late in the second half, and despite a career-high 11 saves, the Owls were forced to pull their goalie, Lizzie Millen, for back kicker Becca Keener. Last chance corner opportunity for the Owls, with the extra player came up empty with a great diving save by Richmond goalie Anna Zarkowski, led to a desperation attempt to get the ball down the field by Keener. She whiffed on that one, and Richmond celebrates as the Spiders win the A-10 title, your final 1-0. And for the men's basketball team, the season starts this Monday at UPenn. This is a team that's made the NCAA tournament 4 years in a row, but the Owls have lost some key pieces heading into this season. Updates Laura Meminger looks at how the Owls are reloading.
Replacing Lavoy Allen is not an easy task. After all, number 24 is the school's all-time leading rebounder. But the Owls have a plan. Enter Mitch Smucker.
I think Mitch can definitely be a fill-in for Lavoy Allen. What he brings to the team is really important.
Mitch comes to North Philly despite offers from Duke, North Carolina, and Villanova.
I mean, you got your shooting, you got your passing, and then you got your hydration. You ask somebody what's the one they want the most, hydration's going to be at the top of their list.
That's right. Mitch is not a player. He is a new manager for Temple basketball, and he makes one mean cup of Gatorade. The Gatorade could very well be the key to winning it all this year for the Owls, but he is not one to reveal his secret.
The secret? It's about 50% art, 50% science. I can explain to you the science, but the art is just something I've acquired over the past few years.
More energy, more replenished. I guess Gatorade puts some of the vitamins and sugars back in your body and gives you the strength to keep competing.
Yeah, it's been pretty satisfying this year. I got to get a shout out to our new manager, Mitch, who's been doing a pretty good job, making good Gatorade. I've said it a couple times to him.
Because let's face it, proper hydration leads to proper plays and proper winning. At least I like to think so.
The weight is heavy, I'll be honest. The weight's very heavy. But, I think with a lot of heart that I plan on putting forth, all the confidence the players have been putting in me, I think we can definitely help put them at the top.
Guys, I was able to try some of that Gatorade, and let me tell you, it's going to be the secret weapon for the team this season.
I think I'll stick to water. Hopefully. Thanks, Kyle. Coming up on Temple Update, Lindsay Keeler has news about a popular performer stopping by the Leocore Center.
But first, here's Simone Cucurullo with this week's music trivia.
Milo Xyloto is the 5th album the British rock band has released. There has already been talk that this album will be known as the band's best ever. And that brings us to the music trivia question of the week. Which Coldplay album has received 7 Grammy Award nominations? Was it A, Parachutes, B, X and Y, or C, Viva La Vida? I'll be back in 60 seconds with the answer. And the answer is C, Viva La Vida. Coldplay's hit single from the album, also titled Viva La Vida, was the band's first song to hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. The group hopes that Milo Xyloto will bring just as much success. This has been the music trivia question of the week. I'm Simone Cucurullo.
Here with this week's entertainment report is Lindsay Keeler. Lindsay has information about a local designer getting her clothes recognized on a big stage.
I do. It's great to see local talent get recognized. Thanks, Isabel. A local women's costume designs will make their debut nationwide on the November 15th Dancing with the Stars show. Amanda Wilf won the Macy's Design a Dance contest and will be traveling to Los Angeles to see the competitors dance in her costumes firsthand. The 22-year-old Walnut Street Theater apprentice beat out 4 other finalists for the position. In November marks the return of Cirque du Soleil to North Broad Street. The show will be held at the Leah Corr Center from November 10th through the 13th. This year's show, titled Cirque du Soleil Kidam, is the story of a young girl who escapes into a world of imagination. Tickets range in price from $98 to as low as $39 and can be purchased at the Leah Corr Center box office or online at leahcorrcenter.com. In Philadelphia's Arden Theater Company is making it inexpensive for young professionals to network and enjoy a great performance at the same time. A $30 ticket for the Scene Project includes drinks and hors d'oeuvres, your choice from 4 different shows, as well as meeting the cast after the performance. The selected shows will run from November until May. For more information, log on to theardentheater.org. And there was some sad news from the entertainment front this year. Broadcast legend Andy Rooney has passed away. Rooney, who was most well known as the voice of 60 Minutes, worked in television since its start. He was part of CBS for more than 60 years, doing everything from writing to producing and commentary. Rooney was 92 years old. Yes, it's always sad to see someone who you watched on TV pass away.
Yes, and he was definitely a legend.
Definitely.
Thanks, Lindsay. This year's Cherry and White Night was a huge success for both the men's and women's basketball team. Updates, Sakita Harris was there.
Temple University joins together for the 2011-2012 Cherry and White Night event, where they gave a huge round of applause to the men's and women's basketball teams. From the young to the old, Temple spirit spreads throughout McGonigal Hall, located on Temple's main campus. Temple University freshmen such as Nicole Mayloff reflects upon her first Cherry and White Night event.
I'm a freshman, so I don't know a lot about Temple sports, but I've heard that the basketball teams are pretty good.
Prominent Temple alumni such as Q Deasy from Hot 107.9 stopped by to show Temple University some love.
Temple's crowd is getting bigger and bigger every Cherry and White Night. They just might need a new building for the next one.
There were performances from the Temple Prep Band, cheerleaders, and Diamond Gems dance team. Everyone from the crowd to the sideline participated in games to win various prizes such as t-shirts, gift cards, and Temple basketball apparel.
I haven't won any prizes. I didn't get a first. I wasn't fortunate enough to get a t-shirt, but you know, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'll leave with something. You never know. It's still a raffle. You never know.
The night provided the support that both teams needed to have a great season and hopefully win their conference championships.
That is my senior season. I want to go out with a bang. Winning an A10 championship and just lead my team the best way that I know how. That's with hard work and just being an example in practice, being a good leader.
Both teams and coaches were highly appreciative for the turnout of support.
The energy level every year has been better, and if we can get the same kind of support, this will be great for us.
At the end of the night, both teams gave the crowd an unforgettable dance performance that signatures both teams' personalities. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Sakita Harris.
A wedding planned to be private in the Connecticut home became a very public event thanks to a snowstorm. The happy couple tied the knot in a room full of strangers who took shelter at the town's high school. The bride and groom didn't want to delay the I-dos and thought it would be a nice memory for their family and the school's history.
Really Big Coloring Books has unveiled its newest book based on the Occupy protests. The book features puzzles, poems, and games about the movement. The company says it isn't meant to poke fun, but to capture an American cultural phenomenon. The book was made for adults, but can also be used to teach children.
Well, that's it for this edition of Temple Update. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook by searching Temple Update.
You can also watch us on Comcast Channel 50 and Verizon Fios Channel 45. For Foluke Denis and the rest of the Update team, I'm Isabel Garcia. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time.